Who is Logan Sargent, the new signing for Williams for the 2023 season? Right, so to kick it off, let's start with where he was born and, when he was born. So he is an American, born in Florida, and more specifically, Fort Lauderdale. And he was born in December 31st, 2000. So, he began karting in 2008 and competed in the Rotas Micro Max class for regional and national championships, most noticeably finishing third in the Florida Winter Tour. Pretty impressive, not gonna lie. Then, in 2016, so taking a big jump from karting, this is when he ends up doing his lower Formula Series, and he makes his debut in 2016 for single seat championships in Formula 4 UAE with the team Moto Park. And he finished second in the championship, which, considering it was his first season, is very good. And remember, when I made my Piastri video, if you watched that, go watch that, probably put the link in the description. Piastri could only manage 6th in that championship before then both of them moved on to the British F4 championship, which, now that I'm looking at all of these academies, it seems like that is, because obviously I didn't know much about, I know F2 and F3, but before that, fuck me, I had no idea what was before that. And it seems like very much you go to F4 UAE and then go to F4 British Championship. So yeah, that's what he did. And he joined the team Carlin in 2017, won 2 races and managed to finish third in his rookie season for F4 for the British Championship. Pretty good. This then meant he moved over to Formula Renault and finished 4th in the championship in his rookie season. So he still never really won anything in his early days, but he's consistent. He's consistently coming 2nd and 3rd, 4th, but not gonna lie, so far when I was looking at this, I was like, how the hell did this guy get into F1? I mean, so far this isn't F1 material, but not gonna lie, it gets worse. We head on to Formula 3. In 2019, he moved over to Formula 3. However, this season was one to forget, as he only managed to pick up 4 points, finishing 19th in the championship. That is dreadful. Correct me if I'm wrong, but out of everyone in the grid, has anyone ever come less than 10th in F3 or F2? Correct me if I'm wrong, because I bet you someone like Lance Stroll or someone's fucking done it. But yeah, 4 points in your first season in F3. Not the best start, but he did improve in the next season, where he moved over to Prima Racing and managed to get 3 podiums and 2 wins, which was enough for him to come third, and he very nearly won the championship, just had a massive drop off for the last 3 races, only securing like 8 points, meaning, guess who he lost the championship to? Oscar Piastri, his teammate. So, again, he seems to always be behind Piastri, and this time very closely, but I don't know. Considering he's older as well, not looking good stat-wise for Sargent at the minute. But then, sadly, he had to do a 3rd season of Formula 3, because, not going to lie, being 3rd in F3 should be enough to get you into F2. But he couldn't move up because of financial reasons, so he stayed for 1 more season, where he sort of had a bit of a drop-off, finishing 7th, but still very good, considering he came 3rd last season, so he deserved an F2 seat, which then, in 2021, technically he got a seat, because in F2 he made a debut on the penultimate race. So we count that as his debut, but I'm not going to lie, his first full season was in 2022 with Carlin, where he finished 4th in the standings. But here's the real kicker, yeah? Considering this guy ain't even in F1, and I don't think I've heard anyone discuss him. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't heard anyone even in like the news, YouTube, really discussing this guy. But Djokovic won the F2 championship, 117 points ahead of Sargent. Sargent got picked for Williams. Crazy. Like, I really don't understand that, but I don't know. It's the politics of F1, so there's got to be something behind it. And I mean, I'll go on to one of the reasons why he got picked by Williams in my next section of the video. But overall, he picked up 2 wins that season, and that meant he became the first American driver to win an F2 race, which for America, great to have a little bit of history now for them, but it's not good enough. It's not good. That's not good enough stat to get into F1, and you'll see why. So for 2023 and beyond, technically he joined Williams in 2021 in their academy, And then he finalised the move in 2022 when Gotifi, my long lost boy, I'm going to miss him, got cut from Williams. They didn't want him for the next season. And at the US Grand Prix, they had got a contract on the table that if he got enough super license points, he would be driving for them. And dramatically, I can't believe this actually happened, but he needed only a few more super license points on the final race of the F2 season. So imagine he hadn't have gotten them, and he'd have to do the whole F2 season again, probably miss out on that Williams seat. And you'd probably never get that again unless you won the championship the next season, because then guess what? Williams, I'm guessing, have got another guy from F3 who's just come in, who will probably be better than you. So he got very lucky coming 5th in the final race, just about getting the points he needed to get into F1. But like I said, I feel like this is going to be another Gotifi sort of thing. I suspect he'll be in F1 for about a season or two, give or take, and then he'll be cut. Unless he really improves, I don't see how barely getting any wins in F2 and F3, struggling to make your way up, really gets you as a... I mean, I know Williams don't need a title contender at the minute because they just need to get into the mid-tables, but come on, Albon's really going to sweep the floor with him. So, yeah, what will happen to Logan Sargent? I don't know. In my opinion, he's not going to last that long. Other people might think differently. Hey, we've all got an opinion on it, but I don't know, it just doesn't sit well with me. I know he's a part of the Williams Academy, so he was always going to go there, but I'm going to do a bit of research on Dragovic. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. I don't know, maybe he's in a different academy, but I feel bad for the guy. Like, to demolish Sargent and then still not get an F1 seat, but I guess that's what happened to Piastri. Look at him, he's just coming in now. Albon's going to sweep the floor with him, mark my words, qualifying. He'll just be another Latifi, which I don't really get, because the reason they got rid of Latifi is because they wanted to bring in someone young who was actually decent. And obviously Sargent does not have as much backing as Latifi, so in my opinion they should have either have stuck with Latifi or gone outside the box. Hulkenberg's gone to Haas. They should have swooped in for him. Or Ricciardo. Ricciardo could have come in. He could have coached Albon into becoming a better racer, and then seeing what they could do, maybe get a few extra points that they need to get a bit more money, improve their academy, improve their car, which they could have done with like a experienced driver like Hulkenberg or Ricciardo. Or even, not Alonso, he would have needed too much money. But yeah, I do not approve of this signing, but hey, prove me wrong. As always, love you all. See you in the next video.